Hi all, very good morning. This is Anjana Rajesh, featured coach with WQ Community. Today I'm going to bring up someone who has not just done their weight loss, but there are some important stage in a women's life cycle, right? Where women struggle, right? And they need support there. And here is someone who has decided to work on her health and handle those stages of life in a much easier way. Her story is not just about transformation of the way she looked, but the way she is today gives inspiration for a lot of people. So can I have Anjana spotlighted? Hi Anjana, welcome to our community open house. Can you please introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Archana. So regarding myself, I'm Professor Anjana Moti. I'm basically from Bangalore. My job is teaching for all the professional courses in the commerce and management stream. I teach for professional courses like ACCA, CIMA, USCMA, and the Indian ICWA. So these are what I'm teaching. And I have been teaching for past 11 years. And regarding my family, we are 4 members, me, my husband, and 2 grown-up children. And I also have my nephew staying with me, who is also pursuing his further studies. So this is about myself.
Okay. Anjana, please let us know, like, what was your health situation before we started the program?
Regarding my health condition, things were all stable till 2020. By 2020, I started experiencing irregular periods. That is, it used to happen once in 2 months, 3 months. So followed by menopause symptoms. Then with the menopause symptoms, I also had multiple challenges, like I could experience that my weight is drastically growing. And also with that, I had some urinary tract infection that made me more embarrassing when I was taking the classes. I had to take excuses and go for the washroom, and this was very embarrassing for me because my work includes teaching for around 2 to 3 hours on a sketch. So this was very embarrassing for me in between the sessions to go take an excuse and go. And I got my blood test done. In the blood test, in the blood reports, I also could see that many of the parameters like vitamin and thyroid, they were not in the normal range. So this was also one of an alarming issue that I thought I should take care of myself on a serious note. And along with the menopause, I had hot flushes. My work includes erratic time schedule. I will have to start sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning, and my classes will sometimes extend up to 8:30 in the night. So with all these hot flushes and lack of energy, loss of energy was one more issue. So this loss of energy, all these, I thought it is impacting my professional life. So I love what I'm doing. I love my profession very much. So I didn't want to compromise with my profession. I thought I take a serious note about my health and take care of myself on a priority basis. So these were all the challenges. And also while climbing up the stairs or doing some physical activity, I was not that comfortable. So I got to know that my energy level is dropping, and this is not good in a long run.
Very true, Anjana, because when somebody is going through the menopause, it's not just about the physical changes which they go through, right?
Yeah.
There is a lot of emotional up and down, and mental well-being is also sometimes compromised. So, can you quickly tell us, like, what was your mindset during this phase of your life?
During this phase of my life, because of the lack of energy, because of compromising with my professional life, first thing I used to find out was a lack of focus. Lack of focus was having an impact on my professional life. I could not focus on multiple things. Not only teaching, I also have to take care of a lot of other academic responsibilities like content development and student support, debrief session, case study analysis. So these are all the other added responsibilities. So lack of focus here was the main thing. This was one. Another one was mindset. I was not able to get a proper sleep because of all this stress. I was not able to manage the stress, and therefore I was not able to get a proper sleep. And my diet, when I used to feel hungry, it was not a proper diet that I was following. So these were all the mindset, and overall the mindset was too confused, not knowing what to do, where to start, and how to go ahead with. So this was my mindset at that time.
Okay. I know it would have been a very difficult situation, and I remember still talking to you first time, and all that you wanted to do was like, I don't want to live my life like this. I wanted the old me back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Anjana, like we have been working on for 4 months, and you have made a great progress. So, tell us, like, how is your health now? How is your health situation now?
After consulting my gynecologist, then she told me that the overweight is the main issue for everything. So reducing the weight will solve multiple problems. So that is how I landed into this wellness program. So throughout the journey, of course, any change in the beginning will be messy enough. So in the beginning, things were messy, but thankfully, with the coach and all the guidance of Madhuri and Archana, I could come on the track. I could be on the track as soon as possible. I was on the track. So throughout this, when I started with the structured program with everything, with a regular exercise, with a proper diet routine, with a proper meditation program, everything, I could experience a lot of positive changes in myself. And this also increased my confidence in myself, and I was able to better handle my work both professionally as well as personally. I could able all the stress, all the workload with more efficiency and effectiveness. So I'm very happy, and I would also like to tell all the ladies of this age group not to ignore the health and take a serious note, because there are multiple problems that we face, and also the mindset, the mood swings, all this will have a very great negative impact on our own life. So taking care of myself, I felt more comfortable, more happy. And if I can take care of myself, yes, I can manage everything around me. So this was what was the positive change, which I'm very thankful for everyone here who helped me with this.
That's wonderful, Anjana, for sharing your how you feel now. So I'm sure that there were other changes in your uh, parameters and your weight and things
Yes,
like that. So
it
why
was
don't you
not
tell us
only
about?
about the weight loss, it was all about all the other parameters also. Weight loss, yes, weight loss was a good thing, but along with the weight loss, I had an improvement in many other parameters. When I got my blood test done recently, I saw that the thyroid is in the normal range, that is 3.3. So it is in the normal range. So this was a very good change that I became confident, even more confident about myself. Another one is my skin was normally dry. I used to feel a dry skin, and the hair was also on a drier side. Even I could find changes in all this. Now I no longer have a dry skin. So even after a warm water bath, I don't have to apply a lotion or a cream, anything like that. So the tone of my skin, the hair fall, all these parameters overall, all the parameters has improved. And of course, the lack of energy also is no longer there. I had the urinary tract infection coming very frequently. Even this I haven't experienced from the past 4 months. I don't have an intensity to go to the washroom during the middle of the session. So all these problems have been completely resolved. And I would like to proudly say today that I am able to climb 8 floors. The classrooms are in 6th floor or 8th floors in the Jain College, Christ College. I visit all these colleges. So in all these colleges, I climb the 6th or the 8th floors where I can see the student lining up for the lift. So I'm not finding any difficulty in finding the 6th or the 8th floors. I'm happy climbing. So these were all the improvements. I'm very happy about myself.
Thanks for sharing that, Anjana, because person who was finding it difficult to stand and finish a classroom session to a person who can climb 8 floors, right? That is very impressive, right? So Anjana, can you quickly tell us, like, what are the few key points which you credit to your successful transformation?
The key point that I would like to say in the beginning is making up our mind for ourselves. So I always say my students that we need to have a cup of tea or coffee in our hand. So this cup stands for confidence in ourselves. C stands for confidence in ourselves. U stands for understanding whatever we are doing. We need to understand whatever we are doing. And P stands for practice well. So I always say this cup of coffee or tea, we need to have this cup of healthy drink. That is the coffee, that is the confidence, understanding and practicing well. So this is the first keynote that I would like to tell. We need to believe in ourselves. So only if we believe in ourselves, we can achieve anything in our life. So this is one. Secondly, for whatever we need to achieve, we need a proper guidance, a proper coach. So if I would not have come for this program, if I had gone for a blind diet, I would have gone for YouTube videos. In the YouTube videos, all the diet program are on high protein base or high protein diet. This would have disrupted my digestion system, and again, all the other problems would have just increased. It would not have solved my problem. My problems would only have increased. So once I contacted this wellness program, I got to know that all these high protein diet are not very okay for the thyroid problem. So having a proper coach, as a faculty myself, as a teacher myself, I can very well uphold the importance of the coach. Not that we don't know anything, we will know the things, but we need a coach to guide them in the right way, in the right path. So having a wonderful coach like Archana and having a wonderful support like Madhuri, this really helped my journey throughout. So following a blind diet is really risky. So having a proper coach is very, very important. And thirdly, once we have entered into the program, trust is another thing. Whichever the doctor we go, whichever the teacher we go for, anybody, trust is very, very important. We need to trust them. So this also plays a mind game. When we have a trust in them, as soon as we see the doctor that we trust, half of our disease will have gone. So the trust is another thing that I would like to mention here. And the fourth one is time. Time doesn't come to anyone. We will have to make our time ourselves. So this is another keynote. With my challenging and erratic schedule, I found it challenging in the beginning to make a time for my workout and exercise because my classes start around 6:30 in the morning. So I found it challenging here to make a time for myself for workout. But then when I made my own schedule, I found that, yes, there is time for me. That it doesn't mean that I don't have a time. So I changed my workout to 12 to 1 in the afternoon, and sometimes it is 4 to 5 in the evening, or sometimes it is 6 to 7 in the evening. So I made myself flexible and made sure that I'm going to devote 1 hour for myself, for my exercise and for my workout. So this is one more keynote that I would like to tell. Time will not come to us. We will have to go behind the time. So these are all the key lessons that I have learned, which I also tell my students that you have to make up your time. Time will not come for you. So this is another keynote. And with all this, yes, we can achieve anything in our life. Nothing is impossible.
Anjana, thanks a lot for sharing your journey and what you have got to share with us and the highlights of your journey. I'm sure everyone who's listening here today would have got what they need to work on, and you have inspired many more. Okay, so I really wanted to thank you again for being part of our open house today and sharing your journey. Thank you, Anjana.
My pleasure.